Hey guys, good morning. It's really early here. I guess not super early, but early to me. I'm just up because I have a doctor's appointment to go to this morning. So I wanted to make some muffins. I thought I would take you guys along with. So welcome to my channel if you're new here, and if you've been here already, thank you for coming back. And yeah, Daniel's getting ready to leave, so I'm gonna go ahead and make his coffee for him. I thought you were going to take a bigger mug with you.
I already had one, so.
Oh, wait, yeah, because you got to save me some.
You gonna sing while you make your coffee like that one girl?
What girl?
She's on TikTok or whatever. She's always singing when she makes her coffee.
Does it make it taste better?
No, but I mean, she's like a singer, but that's like her TikTok thing she does. She sings while she makes coffee.
I'm not a singer. I have a magical way of doing it, though. I like feel it out. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel it out. I go, yep, that's enough sugar for Daniel today. And then I just kind of eyeball this too. I think he wants a little bit. I did this with everyone at the bakery, and they always said I made it great. I call it like my magical superpower. I don't know. Okay, here you go, babe. Now I'm gonna make my coffee. Do what Wyatt did yesterday. Watch. And this is how I've been making my coffee lately. Good stuff. I've been loving this. Just the maple syrup. I just eyeball this kind of stuff. I don't know how to describe it, but gotta save what's on here. Can't let a drop go to waste. This is our mornings. Daniel's getting ready to leave for work. Usually if I'm up with him, he'll ask me to make him a cup of coffee. And then I make my coffee, and then usually the kids get up, and my mornings are very short-lived. But yesterday was pretty good. Kids kind of slept in. And then this is just stevia extract that I get. It's just sweet, called Sweet Drops. I have to be at my appointment at like 9:30, so I have to keep watching the chime. Same thing. So I thought I would make some muffins because I have a lot of leftover oatmeal from the other day. I made it in the Instant Pot, and then no one really wanted it.
There you go.
I gotta go say goodbye to Daddy. So here's the leftover oatmeal. I made it in the Instant Pot the other morning thinking my family would love this, and I think they would have, but what happened that morning? We ended up going to church. My husband, that's what it was, he woke up with like a migraine. So it just didn't work out. No one ate the oatmeal. I didn't even eat the oatmeal. Maybe I had a couple bites. I don't know. But it was like not a good time to make it, I guess. So me and my son, because my daughter doesn't really care much for oatmeal, I guess. Me and my son have been kind of munching on it. And my husband leaves in the morning, kind of early in the mornings. You need to take a break and go nurse. So anyways, my husband's not really one to eat a whole lot in the morning. I don't think, unless it's like eggs or something. So, to heat up oatmeal, he doesn't really want to do it. So I thought, you know what? There's got to be a recipe out there to make these into like muffins. Like I just had this thought to make them into muffins. But I actually put some apple pie filling in this oatmeal. So it has like chunks and bits of apple. I may have to go sit down with her. I don't know. I hope not, because I really got to get going on these. Because I got to be out of here at like 8:30.
Wow, my nose is bigger.
Alright, should we go nurse? Maybe we'll go nurse real quick and call Oma. I didn't even mention, but I'm wearing glasses today because It's been a really long time since I've worn glasses. I actually liked wearing my glasses when I'm wearing them because the other day I had my contacts in and I literally felt like I had something stabbing me in my eyeball all day long. That's why I got the glasses on. Hopefully everything cooperates. I don't really have a whole lot of time. So, but I really want to take a muffin with me on the road. So I'm gonna get going. The recipe calls for 1.5 cups of flour. There. And my glasses are like still like really big for my face. They always like slip down. Sarah's trying to entertain Wyatt while I do this because he woke up too while I was nursing Charlotte. So 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Oh, I better go preheat the oven too before I forget. So then I'll be waiting for that and that will suck. I just preheated the oven to 400. I don't know if I just said that. I added 2 tablespoons of baking powder and then now I'll be adding 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I'm trying to move like super duper quick on this because I'm like, I probably don't have any time to do this, but I really, really want to get this done. You ever do that? This is probably a mistake, but we'll see how good my speed cooking skills are and filming.
Mama.
Yeah, honey. Okay.
Dad. Dad.
And then I need 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Okay, so I'm looking at the time and I'm realizing, you know what, Alex, you're just running out of time. So I'm gonna pause on this momentarily because right now my doctor's appointment is more important to me and getting there on time is more important to me and getting my kids down to their grandma's house is more important to me than making muffins. I'm gonna pause on this. I will probably come back to it. I'm gonna stop the butter melting right now. I'll just finish melting in there. And then I'll just save it to like the side or something, melt it again later. I don't know. I'm just like, you know what? Let's just, if I find time magically somehow before I have to leave, I don't really see that happening because I gotta be there at 9:30. So I'm just gonna pause on this and you know, this is real life. Sometimes you think you got time to do something and then something happens, like your kids wake up super duper cranky and they're always like calling at you and all that. So, or this one, you know, you got a newborn who just, I don't know what's going on, but we are not having it this morning. So, to be continued. Okay, just got here. Turn that off. So just got here and about 10 minutes early, so I'm gonna get heading in there in just a second because I like to be a little bit early, especially with paperworks and stuff like that, you know. So I even said what kind of appointment I'm coming here to, so it's a little bit of a stressful one, I guess, to me. I don't know. So about 5 years ago, I went through with Hodgkin's lymphoma, and so, which is a type of cancer. And so it's been 5 years. Back in 2020, I was actually supposed to get a CT scan done to check up on, you know, it was supposed to be like my 3 years, like, you know, every 3 years, and then you go up to 5 years, and then now it's going to be like every 5 years, I think, until maybe about 10 years. So when I hit 10 years, then maybe it'll be like every 10 years, or I don't know if it'll still be every 5 years I get checked out, just to make sure the cancer's still in remission and everything. So I was supposed to do this back in 2020, but then COVID happened. It was like literally that week, like everything happened. And then, you know, of course, that got canceled, which I think was really stupid. Personally, I think it's really stupid because not that I think it's stupid to not take precautions and everything like that's, you know, we should have, because we didn't really know what we were up against there at that moment. But I say it was stupid because they were saying like, oh, it's an elective. Making sure someone doesn't have cancer, I think, is not an elective. I don't know. Maybe it's just my own opinion, but I'm like, yeah, okay. I could not agree. I couldn't get behind that, but whatever. I actually didn't really want to go get a CT scan done anyway, so I was like, okay, cool, hallelujah, you know. And then I actually found out I was pregnant with Wyatt, so I wouldn't have been safe for me to go get a CT scan done anyways. So perfectly fine. But then after COVID and everything was safe, I just kept avoiding making my appointment and getting checked out and just making sure everything's still good. So that's what I am doing. I already had my CT scan done, so now I'm just meeting up with the doctor to go over the results of it. I'm feeling really hopeful, feeling really good. But in the end of everything, no matter the results, you know, God is still good. God still gets glory, all of that. So I'm just believing and trusting that everything is going to be good. And, you know, no matter what, it's in God's hands. So I really can't control what the doctor says when I go in there. So I'm just, you know, just trying to stay hopeful and, you know, believing that, you know, nope, God healed me, and that's that. You know, so hopefully everything goes well. I've been actually pretty nervous about this, so I haven't been letting the worry get to me. So I haven't been as anxious like I would be in the past, but you know, it still is in the back of my mind. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and head in there before I'm late for my appointment. Okay, I'm back, and I got Charlotte with me this time because I don't know, she just wants to be held all the time, especially when I'm in the kitchen for some reason. Battery's about to die on this, so I'm gonna try to zoom right through this. I'm back from my doctor's appointment. Everything went great.
No baby.
Wait,
you're pregnant?
No, I went to the doctor's to get my 5-year checkup.
I know, I'm saying no baby.
Yeah, no baby, but everything was good. The CT scan looked great. The doctor said I wouldn't need to get another CT scan done unless something else came up in the future, but he doesn't see a need to get one done ever again. So that's really good news. And then my blood work was great, and then he said he'll just see me back in a year just for an annual checkup, like blood work and blood counts and lymph node checks and stuff like that. So very, very good news. I am so happy. I was actually kind of stressed out a lot, so it just kind of relieved a lot of stress off of my shoulders. After that news. So very, very good. So anyways, I'm going to continue the muffins. I literally just like left everything here on the counter. So before I left, I was in the middle of melting butter. I'm going to just reheat the butter on the stove again, because I actually don't use the microwave and stuff. It's a long story. I'm not ready to go into it yet. But I don't use the microwave, so I'm heating my butter on the stove in a cast iron skillet. It doesn't take long at all. It is so quick. I usually keep the skillet there and ready to use. I think it's actually almost done. Okay, that literally took like no time at all. So I believe the next thing to do, so we combine the flour, the salt, and the what else? And the baking powder. We combined all that. So now we add in the oatmeal, the butter, the honey, and the milk, and the egg. So pretty much everything else. And then we combine. So go ahead and pour the butter in. I feel like I need to scrape some of that butter out. Try and do this while she's somewhat content over there. All right, I got a 1/3 cup of honey going in. That's special. Okay, so now, ooh, this oatmeal's cold. So then in goes the 1 cup of oatmeal, maybe. I'm just gonna, these are just for us, so I'm not being professional at all. I'll use my fingers, I'll lick my fingers. These are probably mostly gonna be for me and my son. I don't know if anyone else is honestly gonna eat that. But I thought it'd be a good breakfast muffin, you know? Okay, 1/2 cup of milk. Oh, baby. That's sad. So I just went ahead and mix it. I went ahead and mixed it already. And I went ahead and did that off camera just because I have a baby kind of crying, and then my son is also sleeping, so I'm trying to stay a little bit quiet. So I didn't want to be too disruptive with trying to like put my phone on the tripod and talking more loudly and things like that. So I went ahead and mixed it up, and I think it looked pretty good. It was actually pretty easy. I was a little nervous if it was gonna be like really hard to mix up or not, because my honey had kind of crystallized a little bit, so I was a little nervous it wasn't gonna not mix well, but it was all right. It went well, and it wasn't hard at all. So good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get these in, get this mixed in a muffin tin. I'm gonna use some liners, I think, muffin liners, because I don't really want the mess, and then that way too, it's easier to like just grab and go. Stuck it. Perfect time. I honestly have no idea like where these came from. Like, does anyone else just like have muffin liners and like you don't actually like buy them, but they just show up, like they're just there? I don't know. You just want to know what was going on. It's like perfectly happy now. Just wants to be cooking too. You gonna be a little foodie like mommy? Oh. Okay, we just had gas. That was nothing to do with wanting me to hold you. Reminds me of like something that was like fermenting. Like when you do sourdough, it has like that airy look to it. Or maybe you do like fill them up. I don't know. I'm really liking this recipe so far for a couple of reasons. So I hope it turns out tasting really good. So one reason I really like it is that it's not so like egg heavy or any other like expensive ingredient heavy. It feels ridiculous like saying that, because I feel like a couple of years ago or a year ago or whatever, like we wouldn't have thought of like eggs being expensive, or even like milk or anything really. Like it wouldn't have costed us an arm and a leg, and we wouldn't have been like, oh my gosh, it costs for like 4 eggs. I mean, at least me now, when something costs for 4 eggs, I'm like, ooh, that's a big treat. Like we're only gonna make this once in a while. We ain't gonna do this recipe all the time. Where before it'd been like 4 eggs, no big deal, you know? So that's already a positive I see with this recipe, is that it's 1 egg and it's only a half cup of milk. And it's literally like leftover oatmeal. So I mean, you're using up leftovers. I know, I just love that. I love using up food and like not letting it go to waste. Like if I can give it a second life, I will. Like I love that. Okay, yeah. Baby away from the oven. That's hot. Okay, so it says 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and put 15 minutes on the timer here. And now we wait. So, hello. The muffins just came out. I wanna try those. So I got several things going on right now. I'm gonna try these muffins. I got this. Oh, you can't see it. So the other night when we were making maple syrup, we had a spill on my brand new stove. It overflowed. Daniel did this. He was like, I'm sorry. So I got this rag soaking on it because I thought, you know, sugar is water soluble, and so I don't know if that makes a difference when it's burnt on there. But I did notice when I was washing one of the pans, it was kind of similarly like burnt crusty on there like that. running underneath the water seemed to kind of break that up a lot. Like just kind of like melting it away. Like, of course, running things underneath water is going to maybe clean it somewhat. But I mean, like it was, I could kind of tell like a difference. Like there was, like it was like melting some sugar off of there. All right, so I'm gonna try these. I hope they're done. They look done. I mean, they're like brown on the top. So hang on before I tear into it. They look, they're kind of sticking though. So I guess that's why you want to use the non-stick spray. So I don't know. It's not too terrible. I mean, they're still warm, so that could kind of be why. So, I mean, they're definitely kind of like oatmeal-y on the inside because we made them with oatmeal, but I'm gonna break it in half so you guys can see it. Oh, wow. They're like perfect. I am really impressed. And I wasn't going to make the honey butter just because it's just an extra thing. I don't know. I may now. It might be worth it. We'll see. Here we go. Again, I don't have all my taste back. So when I say it's pretty good, it's like, it doesn't have an overpowering sweet taste to it. It tastes kind of sweet, but it's not overpowering. Like it's definitely a good like breakfast muffin, I would say. And I think adding that honey butter would just be an extra like treat just on the top. It'd be like the cherry on the top, be the honey butter on the top. I think it's not too hard. I'm gonna go ahead and whip up that honey butter and I'll try another one. I'll let you guys know how it tastes.
Mama.
Yeah, bud. What's up?
Mama.
Did you want one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you like half for right now, okay? And then okay, here's part of one. What do you think? You're gonna walk away with it. I guess it's good. Can you tell them what you think of it? Come here. What do you think of it? Is it good? Is it yummy? No comment. Must be good, huh? I don't have probably like the kind of salt that they're calling for. So I'm just gonna work with what I got here. This isn't actually this salt in here. This is, I think this is the Redmond in here. And then I'm just using honey. I'm just gonna eyeball this because I'm not really gonna be able to measure it too well because it's starting to kind of crystallize. So I'm just gonna kind of plop it in there. I don't think it really matters too much. About 1 tablespoon and about 2 tablespoons probably. I'm gonna give it a little shake here. Just because it's finer, so I don't know how it's really gonna turn out. Plus I'm using salted butter already. Thought using a fork would just be fine. We'll see. My butter could be a little bit on the softer side, I think, but you know, it's kind of cold, so we're working with what we got. Okay, I think I'm just gonna like warm this up because it's kind of cold in my house, so it's winter time. It's just how it is. It's a little bit chillier. I mean, it's not like it's too cold in here, but I think this would be a lot softer if it was summertime here. I'm gonna try to pop it in our little toaster oven and nuke it up a little bit. I don't know. I think that's a lot better. Asking for, I don't know if it's any warmer. Still kind of colder to the touch, but it's a lot softer and easier to work with. There we go. Now we're gonna try it with a muffin. I'm just gonna break it in half. I don't know if I want a whole muffin. These would also be really good for nursing moms because they're made with oatmeal. So I didn't even think about that, but I'm gonna have a good milk supply now, I think. So that's cool. Okay. It's loud. Daddy's home, so everyone's playing now, including the dog. Oh. Play with me. Play with me. Oh my goodness. So that's what's going on in the background while I'm trying to tell you guys how this is going to taste. Let's see. We had an accident. This is why I have a life suitcase, babe. So it's good. I don't know if it's just because my taste is a little distorted, but the butter might have been just a little bit too much butter, so probably just like a little goes a long ways, I bet. That's good. Definitely a good way to use up leftover oatmeal. I will do it again. That was good. Okay, it's the next morning. Last night we kind of just finished up the night with the maple syrup, which if you guys haven't already seen it yet, but that video should be out by now. Just kind of hung out for the night, ate dinner. Really didn't do a whole lot last night. My husband, I think, tried the muffins, and I think he said he liked them. And my son, obviously, he really liked them. My daughter, I don't know if she really liked them or not. She's kind of funny about stuff. I think what I would do next time, I was talking to my mom this morning, and I was telling her about the muffins and how great they were. I think what I would do differently, though, is if my honey was crystallized again like that, maybe even if it wasn't, I don't know. When I'm melting the butter, I think I'll put the honey in with the butter and kind of melt them together a little bit, and then pour that in, and then it's more liquidy and then can stir around better. I don't know, because it also says not to overmix, so I don't know if that would be overmixed if I do that. I only did a dozen this time around, just to see if we even liked it before I used up all the oatmeal. So then I may go ahead and do that today at some point. I don't know. And see if that makes a difference. I just want to update you guys on that. I'm terrible at remembering to do outros and stuff like that. So I apologize that this is the next day. So thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're not already subscribed, remember hit subscribe so you can see more videos like this. And then give this video a thumbs up. So let me know to do more videos like this. My dog is whining in the background. It's really cold outside. He doesn't want to go out. I know he doesn't. He's going to get out there and then he's going to turn around and come back in because he didn't actually really want to go outside. Anyways, so thank you guys so much for watching. And if you give this a try, let me know in the comments below what you think of it. I think it'd be fun to do different like variations. Like I had apple pie filling in my oatmeal originally. So it was kind of like apple pie oatmeal muffins. So I don't know if you guys do any other fun things with your oatmeal first before you turn them into muffins, but might be something to try. So yeah, just let me know in the comments some things that you try if you try this, and I will see you guys in the next video. You a proud brother. You want to give her a kiss? You can give her a kiss if you want. Do you want to give her a kiss? No.